How you guys doing today? We're about to yap about some things that I've been thinking about and snowboard, so let's get into it. What's up, guys? Kind of just woke up for the little snowboarding solo trip. Little tired, a little anxious of the trip and the video, so I didn't really get as much sleep as I wanted, but yeah, man, ready to snowboard. We got like 8 inches overnight, past 12 hours, so it'll be a great powder day. Great powder day. We are at location 1 out of 1 before the mountain. Gas station. Normally just get some food, charge up, whatever, get gas for the whip. Little energy drink, but I don't know if you guys can tell. It looks very wet out there because it's not sticking. It is snow though. It is snowing. We're still about an hour and 15 out, so it's gonna be a good day. 100% road goggles. Oakley mod helmet. GoPro. Arc'teryx. I don't know if you can see it. Big arc in the building. I got a hoodie underneath. Those are 90 roll pants. And the boots are Burton Step-ons. So yeah. We're finally down to the first real lift. We took one up and then rode this long ass catwalk that goes up and down a bunch. You have to have hella speed, but there's so much powder. It's so difficult to really like get enough speed to keep going. We're finally here. That's how it's looking. Looking pretty nice, man. Looking pretty nice. So, had some struggles too. Kind of went up to the parking lot I normally go to, which is by this smaller beginner lift, and there's a park there. Hella deep snow. Could not. I pulled up there and I could get up the hill. Then once I came to the parking lot, because no one was in the parking lot, the snow was so deep. So I just had to end up turning around, but that's fine. Forgot my earbuds too. A little tragic. But like I said, it's all fine. We're gonna try and do some jumps underneath this lift. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have really, contemplated this, but I've kind of just been trying to find like what I want to do with the rest of my life. and going to school, and I was going for electrical engineering because I wanted to make money. And I wasn't bad at math. I was good at math in high school anyways. And I took a pre-calc class that I already took, and it didn't really, like, I wasn't super locked in on it because I just wanted to have like a refresher because I'd already taken a class at a community college. I did running start in high school. And so I passed with I got like a 63. And, you know, that isn't passing. You need to have like a C or higher because it's one of the core classes for electrical engineering. And so I'd either have to retake it or switch majors. Sorry. And holy cow, it's getting a little windy. Hopefully it's not too bad. But the thing is that I thought I didn't have to pass it because I already took it. And newsflash, you have to take like pre-calc 1 and 2 at the community college that I was going to. So didn't really help me. So now I switched majors to marketing and get a BBA because I'm kind of interested in marketing, like how to grab people's attention, you know? I know that sounds weird, and you're not gonna be making nearly as much, but I think I've accepted that I don't need a dickload of money to just do what I want to do, because I did not want to do math for the rest of my life. So yeah, it's just very, very interesting time for me. Fallen a terrible spot. Soon to find out. very windy. I don't know how the audio quality is, but shoot, man, these are some great runs. Little too much powder to be going for jumps, just because like there's not really jumps that are like built. I kind of got to see how to jump though, because I should just be able to jump. So we're about to see how it goes. About to try and rip some more jumps underneath this lift right here. Right along up here, side. Should be some pretty good jumps. Something I heard the other day was a quote by a Chinese philosopher by the name of Confucius. It goes, "A man has two lives. The first one is the one that he's living right now. And the second one is when he finds out that he only has one." I believe that's how it goes. You know, don't quote me verbatim. I don't think that's verbatim, but you know, I think that really started to like spark the change in how I was feeling. You know, I wasn't feeling as good. I was just not motivated. I didn't want to go to the gym. I just felt like I was failing at life because I wasn't like having fun in college. And like I passed all my classes except that one, right? But like it's still, that one class just irked me. And so it bothered me. It was like it was my whole life. I let it consume me, and I forgot about, you know, my friends, what I love to do, you know, my faith. I'm Christian, and so it just made me lose grasp of everything. But I heard that quote and I started thinking. I was like, where do I want to be at in life? Like, you know, how like small we are compared to everything, and how, I'm not saying school doesn't matter, but like on a scale of everything in the universe, it's just such a small thing that is now forced upon you, and you might not be super comfortable with doing that. And so, you know, I feel like I kind of got pushed into college, and I wanted to, but I wanted to be an electrician originally. And I could have gone and done that, but then my grandpa talked me into electrical engineering, which is substantially harder, obviously, a lot higher paying. But it wasn't, I didn't take time to think about what I wanted to do. So I think if you take anything from this video, I would take a year, you know, think about it. It doesn't have to be your main focus, but try and think what you actually want to do. What do you actually enjoy doing? What do you want to do? And it's not easy either. I mean, your mind's gonna change. Obviously, you think you know what you want, but you don't really until you start doing it. So make sure you actually research what that job entails and what they actually do. Because what you do in school isn't always what you will use for your job as well. Like, I'm pretty sure electrical engineers only use up to like trig. Kind of like circling back to what I was saying earlier, this is what I enjoy doing. This is what I enjoy doing. So I'm glad I went on winter break. I was telling you guys I remajored, and I am now in the marketing area. Marketing, I don't know what it's called, but yeah. So I signed up for all my classes, taking like Econ, Math 114. I might be taking like micro or macroeconomics, could be wrong. I meet with my advisor tomorrow, but I feel like it's like a weight lifted. You know what I mean? It was like a burden when you go back to school, and like now I actually like want to go to school, and like I'm intrigued about what I'm doing. I have a passion for it, and I was always like, I'd rather make money than, you know, like do something that I love or whatever. Like money equals happiness, what? But I think my mind is just developing and my views are changing, because now I just like, I'm content with not being above and beyond, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm content with not, you know, like trying to do the most. I think I was so like caught up on what my parents did and how that one turned out. Mom passed when I was young, my dad's been in jail my whole life, so I feel like I've just had something to prove, you know, and I have to be some extravagant, you know, like 1 in a billion person that has this crazy underdog story. But I don't think I need that. I think as long as I succeed in some form, like going to college, I'm a first generation college student, you know, and set up the resources for my children one day, if they want to go above and beyond, then I think I've already won. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think often people try and strive for more than they can handle. And you should, I think you should, but you also have to know when to let go. You know, you can't force something that's not really gonna happen. I'm sure if I really stuck with it and, you know, I really put everything I had into it, I could become an electrical engineer. But I don't think it's worth the stress and the mental that it's gonna put me in, and how it's gonna detach me from the people that I know, because I'm so busy. So I think it was better for my mental health to step away from that, because I was in a pretty dark area. Something I'd recommend doing if you struggle with your plate being so full is try and time manage, you know, try and get a calendar. I mean, I'm a guy, like, don't get me wrong, that's like, I don't know, I think it's a girly thing, low-key, but I have a calendar, I have a journal that I write in, and I'll just write about random stuff, whether it's some message from God that I'm analyzing, or whether it be, I don't know, what happened that day, why I feel a certain way. Especially when I think about something and I can't get my mind off of it, that happens a lot. Think about something, can't get my mind off it, can't sleep, and then I'm fucked for the next school day. Because I got no sleep and I was just up. And so then it's like a cycle, you know what I mean? But yeah, I would get a calendar and a journal. Just, it's not corny, bro. Just write down whatever you want in the journal, bro. But the calendar helps you manage your time, you know, helps you remember things you might forget because your plate's so full. Yeah, I have like a little whiteboard calendar, and it's pretty helpful. And when deciding to do something that isn't really working out for you, really try and do it. You know, put forth 100%. Don't, one inconvenience, one road obstacle, you know, and then be like, all right, well, I don't think it's for me. There's gonna be struggles for sure. And I think that even when you do decide to do it for your mental health, or, you know, do, let me speak on a broader sense. When you decide to do something because you think it's not meant for you, then I think that is also a struggle within itself. I think that's also an obstacle, is getting over that you're not going to be able to do that. And it might be something that you really wanted to do, you know, and I don't think you're necessarily going to be able to always do what you want, but I think everybody is intended for something. Everybody has a purpose. So, also haven't seen my friend yet because he hasn't responded, but I'm about to chow down on those salt and vinegar Pringles. They sound really good. And they'll hopefully replenish my body with some salt that I definitely need, and I'll hydrate up. So hopefully GoPro will be good, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.